7 minutes. It's titled A Symphony of Silence. Birds chirping on a nice, lovely evening. The sound of cars rustling, busy to get to work because they can't get to work. The sounds of students collecting together, joining as a group, conversating, moving from class to class. The little sounds that we hear so beautiful in this world. And I feel like a majority of us take that for granted. Statistically, only about 60% of us, I should rephrase that. In our lives, we listen about 60%. We spend our lives listening 60% of the time. But only 20% of that is really valued listening. And you see, listening to me is a lost art that's slowly becoming more detached as the generations go by. We've been so constructed by media. Media has changed everything. It's changed the conversations that we've had peer to peer. When you talk to a friend, are you talking to them or are you talking with them? And it's become a problem in our lives. And we neglect to see the beauty of silence. When we listen, do we really listen? When we talk to people, do they listen to us? That's something we don't know. But as society keeps moving on, we progress forward, we grow in technology. And in the technology, we find something that changes us. And what that is we're slowly detaching ourselves from listening. We're detaching ourselves from the silence. This was supposed to be a prop. This right here is a magic box. And I'm not bashing on this. This thing is amazing. Okay? As technology progresses, we get so smart, but we lose the value of our lives. We lose the value of conversation, of listening, of speaking to each other, and of silence. When you walk down the hall and you neglect to see all the wonderful things, you neglect to hear the little, minute, quiet, subtle beauties that we walk with our headphones. And listening is the act of understanding. And if we lose our listening, we lose to understand the world. And in this world, there's plenty of things to listen to, and there's plenty of silence to be found. Listening, as it deteriorates in our society, deteriorates our understanding of the world. And as that understanding of the world slowly decreases day by day, we start losing track of what's going on around us. More terrors begin to form. The bully who's getting bullied won't be hurt. The hungry who's hungry won't be hurt because we won't listen to them. We don't stop, take a chance, and appreciate the silence. Because there's so many things in this world that we fail to see because we're so focused on refraining from that silence. You see, silence isn't necessarily, not having silence isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. But as we move on in our lives, we kind of neglect the fact that there is beauty around us. For example, when we are in a group together, we don't listen. We're too busy on our phones. We're listening for the latest rumor, the latest trend, the latest fashion, whatever it may be. and we don't see what's really important. And I feel like as we walk around these halls of our campus with our earphones, neglecting the silence, it reflects the world we live in. We neglect the poor. We neglect the hungry. I shouldn't say neglect, I'm sorry. We don't notice the hungry, the poor, the sad. We don't notice these things. But you know what? I think that can change. And I think that can change very easily. If we just take a few steps, sit down, and just be silent. There's many ways to make yourself a better listener, a better observer, someone who's more apt with what's going on. If you just sit down for 3 minutes one day and just be silent. Notice everything that's going on. Notice the beauty of the birds, of the plains, the wind, the grass flowing. Go outside. Just sit down on a park bench and be silent. So much can be changed in that one moment if you just decide, be silent and listen. Listen to the natural world and you'll find beauty. Let's say we go to a somewhat noisy place. And in that noisy place, there's a lot of, obstructions and just a bunch of noises everywhere. Another way to understand and fully feel the quality of listening and understanding is by taking those minute noises, what's going on around you, and dance to it. Make it a song. Make it something so beautiful. And it can't even be anything. Say one day you're doing your laundry and you're just standing there, the laundry tumbling. It's a waltz. Something beautiful. Because in that moment, you're really listening for something deeper. And in this world, there's a lot of things that go unsaid and we fail to listen. So if you just take a few steps, do a few things a day, and just be silent, maybe we can be a part of that symphony. That's everlasting beautiful.